Hello and welcome to Tea and a Chat with Transforming Lives. I'm Rosie.
I'm Janice. Hi.
I'm Tess.
And we're here to talk about the 5 ways to well-being. We're going to look at some of the things we've been doing to keep well, and we're going to look at some of the activities we offer that can support other people in their wellness. So what are the 5 ways to well-being? Well, they're evidence-based actions, things we can all do on a daily basis that can help generate a greater sense of balance in our lives. It can help us feel more connected to ourselves, to each other, and to the world around us. So specifically, the 5 ways are connect, be active, take notice, keep learning, and give.
I think right now connection is really important. So I've been making a more concerted effort to take time out and contact friends and family. A phone call or a chat. I like the video call. It's good to be able to see each other's faces. But it's good. I think it's good for me. It helps me in my well-being. And it's also checking in on friends and family, which is good for them.
Yeah, I've been doing the same, just sort of making sure to take some time just to message people, just to see how they're doing, even sending them a wee kind of a gift or something I've noticed that, or a wee song, something I think they'd like, just to keep that communication there.
Yeah, I absolutely second that. And I think it's about how when you have the notion to message someone, rather than thinking, oh, I'll do it later, you do it when you have the thought to do it. And having video chats, absolutely. I had the first one ever with my dad the other night. And because he's a wee bit of a technophobe, so it was really quite special to actually see him on screen for the first time like that and connect with them. So it makes all the difference, absolutely. And what about some activities that we can offer then that tie in with that one, the first of the 5 ways, connect?
So yeah, knowing how important it is for your well-being to stay connected and meet new people as well. We have a project called Stay in Touch, which is a telephone group befriending project. So for anybody like your dad, who's a bit of a technophobe, who maybe isn't comfortable on Zoom and things like that, it's all over the phone. It's like a group conference call, it's called. And it's just fun. It's a bit like this. We talk about hobbies, what we're watching on the TV, anything really, but it's a good way to get to know people in your community and get connected, stay connected. Yeah, that's great. So yeah, you can be involved, you can be a participant receiving phone calls, or you can volunteer to facilitate the phone calls.
It's a great project, yeah, and a fantastic way to help people stay connected who are maybe not so comfortable online, like you say. We've just started up some coffee morning chats as well, Tess, haven't we?
Yeah, two. One for volunteers and one for kind of participants, which is really good, especially like so for volunteers. It can be just really good to be able to communicate with each other and support each other in that sense, and just sort of chat about what's been happening lately. So that's quite good. And for participants as well, it's just a great way to have a very casual conversation with people. So I've been keeping sort of daily walks as much as I can. But I recently got myself an exercise bike.
Brilliant.
And I've been actually using it, which was the big. I was like, oh, I'm going to buy this, and then I'm never going to. But I've been scheduling a little bit of time every single day just to go on it for a little bit, just to get some use out of it, and just to justify it.
That's brilliant, and obviously, like, because of the weather we've been having, it's much safer if you're indoors and not skating about. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have the exercise bike. I have dabbled with going out cycling, but mainly walking. Yeah, I do like to walk as well, and I do have a dog as well, so that does help. But it's great for, my family. I go out walking with the kids, so it encourages them the fresh air and just, yeah, you need it, don't you?
Absolutely. It's one of the things that when we're not in this lockdown situation, we would be delivering our out and about sessions for our participants. So we would encourage people to come and join us in local green spaces, and learn more about nature, build their confidence by being outdoors with small groups of people, um, and led by our colleague Fred, who has a wealth of knowledge about the natural world.
I mean, I've been trying to do that when I'm out on my walks.
Yeah.
There's particularly the past few weeks, the weather. One evening I went a walk when it was like, it wasn't actually snowing, but it was as if it was snowing glitter. It was beautiful. If you walked under a street lamp, it looked like it was glitter. And it was just being mindful of your surroundings and actually paying attention to the patterns of the ice on cars were stunning. So yeah, rather than switching my mind off a wee bit, rather than thinking about, oh gosh, I need to get this from the shops and what I'm going to make for dinner, and I'm actually paying attention to my surroundings while I'm out and exploring them a wee bit and taking photos, which is good.
That's amazing, and I imagine a sense of calm ensued afterwards, and just just a better sense of being with yourself.
It does. You walk further and for longer, I reckon, because because it's just so relaxing, when you're in that mindset.
No, that's great. I would love to see your photos of the patterns of the ice on the cars then.
Yeah, they were great. I'll maybe share them.
What about you, Tess?
I would add second sort of Janice's sort of just talking about the sort of taking notice on walks and just kind of having sort of that moment, because it's usually quite quiet as well, or at least I'm busier maybe than usual sometimes with people wanting to get out more, but like often you can find yourself kind of alone and thinking, oh, that looks really nice, and kind of noticing things about your surroundings that you just never have before, which is a really, really good thing about kind of walks in general.
Yeah, walking is I find, like, personally, one of the best things to do for thinking time, as well, and I think, like, really taking notice of how you feel, acknowledging how you feel, is really, really important. Even if you're feeling really, really bad, the first what you want to do is not feel bad, maybe not attend to it, but it's important to acknowledge how you're feeling, especially when it's really natural to be feeling not so great right now with everything. So yeah. And in terms of what we offer then, to help people take notice, what are we doing that maybe links in with that?
We used to do the qigong, and there is a recorded video of that. And qigong is about taking notice of your body and how it feels. You're really taking notice of your body, scanning your full body and noticing anything that feels stiff or doesn't feel right, and taking the time to work on that really slowly and gently. So it's not like a high intensity workout or anything like that. It really is just taking the time to notice your body. So yeah, there is a qigong video that if anybody was interested, we could send.
That's a really good shout. But also ticks the active box as well. Which is and we have question of the day on Facebook as well, because some of the questions kind of invite people to think about how they're feeling, what they've been doing. Some of the questions are about reflection, or so that they can maybe help people just think about how they feel, but it also helps people connect as well, because they have some good conversations on question of the day.
Kind of feels like we're learning all the time right now.
That's very wise. Wise words.
But yeah, like it's been a really interesting time. I think we've all learned really interesting new skills, like sort of video calls, how they work, and sort of the different things you can do on them. And yeah, I think especially like kind of during sort of your alone time, I've been like sort of watching, I guess I'm not sure if this counts, but like a lot of documentaries.
Definitely counts, I think.
I joined an inclusive choir.
Oh.
So I'm a terrible singer. I can't sing. But a support group, which is one of the other ways that I stay connected, that I'm a part of, they were talking about starting up a choir, and I really wanted to be involved. So I'm learning Makaton, and I'm going to sing the songs.
That's brilliant.
So yeah, and it's become this amazing thing where you've got some. I mean, we're all trying to sing and muting ourselves a lot, but some people are signing, and we also have people who use like voice boards and things like that. So anybody can get involved. But it's been great. It's been great to learn something new that I've always been interested in, but never really took the time to do.
I've been learning how to play chess because I suppose that, it's something I've always wanted to do, and it's just one of those things that I just never got round to, and I thought, no, I'm going to learn how to play it, and I just love it, and it's great for being mindful. It's great for focusing your mind, because it's one of those things. If you like games, you tend to get a bit obsessed with.
But competitive, Rosie?
Just a wee tiny bit at times. Yeah, so yeah, I've just been learning and enjoying playing the game.
I've been checking in on my neighbours, particularly with the snow and things like that as well recently. Some of my elderly neighbours, and some that I know who are shielding. So it's really just a quick hello, how are you doing? Do you need anything from the shops, or is it, in fact, one of my neighbours, I got a nice parcel sent out to, full of relaxing goods. So yeah, I'm just trying to check in on people that I know maybe live alone.
What about you, Tess? Is a similar thing where you are, or different kind of environment?
Kind of similar. We sort of wave at each other, have a wee chat if we can. I've been sort of taking for one of my neighbours, is like I'll take the bins out when we do it weekly, and then they'll take them back in, so that's quite nice. But yeah, just kind of I guess having a wee chat, socially distanced chat when you can.
I feel like really, really fortunate actually to have sort of like neighbours who want to engage, and even people you don't know very well say hello, and make the effort to say hello. And I guess that's just about giving your time and attention to other people, with an awareness that we're all going through this in individual ways. But it's nice to give a smile. It can make all the difference. Something as small as that. We recruit volunteers, and that encourages other people to give and help. So, and as you said, Janice, one of the things they could get involved with at the moment, within lockdown restrictions, is stay in touch. And we've recruited some health walk leaders recently as well. So when we are able to get out and about again, then those volunteers can join us on walks and gain some experience leading walks. And if people wanted to know more about what we do, or if they wanted to get involved, how would they go about doing that?
You can give us a call on 0141 641 5236, and we will get back to you and have a chat, and we can discuss all the different things that's going on and what your interests are. Just like to say to everybody to, take care of themselves, and really take the time to look after yourself. Your health and well-being is so important. Self-care is so important. So take the time to do those little things that make you feel better each day, and just look after yourself.
I think I'd second that. Yeah, what Janice has said. It's so important to sort of, especially right now when things are strange and maybe like a little bit, like definitely not what we expected to be happening. To look after yourself and to, like, take some time for you and think about kind of what you want and what you need right now.
With that, I would just say thanks for joining us all, and yeah, take very good care.